Hi, everyone. This is Candy Johnson. I am your host, and this is Real Talk, brought to you by Real Raw Records. Today's topic is reality check. All right. So we're gonna do a little check on reality to make sure we're gonna pinch ourselves in this broadcast, make sure everything static. All right. Oh, welcome, Preciosa. What's going on, huh?
Not much.
All right. We gotta help these folk out here with a little reality check. And of course, whenever you correct somebody else, that same measurement or standard uh has to be held for yourself, right? So um what we're gonna do here is share standards with the audience, what we uphold ourselves. All right. So anyway, we're gonna have this particular segment because we're gonna have a series of real talk, titled reality check. But this particular one, we're gonna do a reality check on the doom of holding grudges. So, what do you think about that? What do you think about holding grudges? Uh, what is your experience with holding grudges?
I don't hold grudges. Um,
All right, we'll wait until you're able to contribute. For now, I'll go ahead and share a little bit of my knowledge about holding grudges. Um, I am aware of even some scientific uh, researchers that have found out that holding grudges actually causes cancer. All right, worry, and stuff like that. Um, and they've done some testing on it and found a common thread between cancer patients. And the common thread that they found amongst the adult uh, cancer patients was that they were very high strung people that uh, either worried a lot, because worrying and holding grudges are two different type of emotional strains, but they are very related to one another. All right, in the capacity that it takes a lot of your emotional effort to worry, and it takes a lot of emotional effort to hold grudges. So, what's your take on holding grudges, Preciosa? You have to unmute yourself. I know you're new to this.
hello?
We can hear you. You live on air. Come on with it, baby.
Um, they're kind of pointless. Uh,
I can hardly hear you.
uh,
Your volume is really low.
can you hear me
Hello.
now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Well, I feel that holding grudges is kind of pointless. You could be angry at somebody else while they are living their lives unaffected about this anger that you holding against them, or this whatever feeling you holding against them. They are are living their lives unaffected. So you holding grudges really doesn't do nothing to nobody but yourself. So it was more like it harms you more than it harms the person you holding a grudge against.
All right. Can you get closer to your mic so we can hear you clear?
Yeah.
You giving us some really good stuff, and we want to make sure that the audience hear you. I'm really straining to hear you, so I'm sure that might be a problem for someone else. But you were saying that holding grudges doesn't affect anybody but you.
Yes, it does. It only affects the person who holding a grudge. If say if you someone like, ooh, I don't like that person because of such and such. Well, if you did tell them, it really doesn't matter because it's your feelings, your emotions that are still with you. It's not it doesn't project onto somebody else. It cannot be projected onto somebody else.
Explain to us what you mean. It can't be projected on someone else.
Well, they cannot feel how you feel. That's what I mean. They can
Right.
understand, but they cannot feel how you feel. Your anguish, your disappointment, wherever you feeling, they cannot feel that.
Right.
Cause that is one own feeling. So you holding it against them is kind of pointless.
All right.
So there is no need for it. You can say tell them how you feel, but after that, it's just you should let it go and move on.
Uh-huh. You got some noise in the background there. I don't know what that is. But yeah, holding on to grudges, um, there's a lot of people, especially here on Google Plus, that I've noticed. Um, they will continuously say, I need evidence, this is not substantial, this is not this is not that. And this makes no sense, but yet they will continuously on a daily basis do things that make no sense. um and holding grudges is one of those things that if you don't have to even give it a whole lot of thought, but you mean it would take just observing it and looking at it. What sense does it make to hold the grudge? All right. Um, the atheist people don't believe that they need God or that God exists. Um, but I've noticed a common thread amongst the atheists that and the Christians too. So I would say the people that claim to be Christian but aren't really living the lifestyle. Um, God or in the Bible, the teachings, it teaches you about unforgiveness and stuff and the effects of it and stuff like that. So the atheists who are saying, I don't need God or I don't need religion to know how to be a morally good person, they lack dramatically. They lack in that area because they do hold grudges and find themselves ridden with cancers and stuff of that nature and cysts and stuff because there's a growth that occurs in the body on a physical level when people hold grudges, and the scientists have proven this. And there's even scientific evidence of these facts. But in my experience, I found that um, when I hold grudges, um, it does nothing for me. You know, even if I didn't have the scientists to tell me that it causes medical problems when I hold grudges, I still have my own personal experiences that prove to me that whenever I focus on showing anger towards another person, or um, spend a lot of time trying to express my anger towards another person, I know for myself how draining it is. It just drains your mind mentally. Like you feel like you're tired, and um, you know, that feeling of frustration is just so draining on the emotion, on the mind and the body as well. So, what is your experience? Do you ever have? I mean, when you hold grudges, do you have any physical experiences? Precious, precious. Your mic is muted. You'll have to unmute your mic.
I said not that I'm aware of any physical change, due to the fact that I'm very nonchalant.
I can hardly hear you, and you got some noise in the background, huh?
Oh, I'm unaware of most of it physical change in hold when I'm holding grudges.
You're unaware of the physical changes.
Yes, because most of the time,
Have you ever had migraines?
yes, I have had migraines, but I don't, I do get migraines a lot when I'm stressed, but holding a grudge against somebody, uh, no, I really don't.
We can't hardly hear you. We can't hardly hear you, hon.
Just because I'm in
Okay.
a area where I don't want to talk too loudly.
Okay. Well, you need to, if you can, please hold your phone up, your whatever device you have closer to your mouth. That way, we can hear you better. But then you don't have to raise your voice.
Yeah, like I was saying, I mean, when it comes to holding grudges, I usually hold them for a few minutes, not even a few minutes, a few seconds, because after a while, it's 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 a
Okay.
non-factor to me. It really don't have it really doesn't produce anything that really matters. So it's like, oh, you did this. I don't like that. It I didn't like that you did this, but I'm not gonna hold on to it too long.
Your
'Cause
phone breaking up. Your phone is breaking up. You're giving us some really good stuff, but we're not getting a good audio from you, hon. It was breaking up. Can you talk so I can hear if it's still breaking up?
is it still breaking up?
Yeah, it's breaking up. Maybe it's the location you're in, might not be getting a good signal.
Probably not.
Let's try again and see what were you saying now?
I don't hold a grudge long. Uh, not that long. Due to the fact that it doesn't produce nothing. It's not. It don't produce nothing that I would like. So therefore, I don't hold it. Like, um, if you've done something, I'm not gonna sit here and hold a grudge against you. Once I leave your presence, you're a non-factor.
Right.
The right to be angry and upset about whatever.
You cut
Uh,
out. We didn't hear you. Cut out. We didn't hear you.
I have the right to be angry and upset, but doesn't mean I should hold on to it.
Right. Right.
So therefore, my personal experiences is with that is limited because I really don't care that much due to my nonchalant kind of attitude I have.
Well, a person who's somewhat nonchalant and easygoing, um, I guess that would be, I guess your type of person would be a good example of how we should take things a little more um, easier in life, and kind of let things go. Um,
It's more of a laid back, not take everything too seriously. Not mean you have your serious times. We got, hey, this is serious. You gotta do this. But some things that just you really shouldn't take that serious or serious at all. Like um, holding grudges. That's one of the things you just don't take serious. I think the phrase is water off a duck's back.
your phone is breaking up, hon.
I, I have no idea how to fix that.
I'm sure hating this. It's not very often that we can get you in on the broadcast, and so I'm very disappointed in this connection. But that's just the way it is. That's the internet. It's man-made, so it has some flaws, in the system. It might be the program itself that's um, cutting out the vocals, the audio. I'm not sure, but like I say, it be that way sometime. It be that way. I've looked back on some of the broadcasts and thought I was coming through clearly because I didn't see no evidence that the connection was broken. But when I watched the video, I'm like, oh no, it cut out right when I was saying something important. And so, but you know, yeah, that's just the way it is. That's just life. But this particular segment wanted to provide some insight on holding grudges, because I noticed in my interactions with people that I noticed that they tend to um, they tend to talk to me, but they're not talking to me, so to speak. It's like they're really responding to a previous experience they've had with somebody else, and perhaps they're still holding a grudge about their experience with somebody else. And so when I go to talk to them about something, and it might have sparked a memory, whatever was said might have sparked the memory of the situation or the person that they're still angry with. So they'll respond to me and add stuff in the conversation and say, "You said such and such." And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? I never said that." And I've even had it on video where we can go back on the footage of the video broadcast and prove to them literally that I never said whatever it was that they was accusing me of saying, right? But in their mind, it's like they're reliving whatever favorable situation or a conversation that they've had with someone else. It's like they relive it in their minds over and over again. So they kind of block reality out. It's what they're doing. The reality of the situation was that I didn't know them. That was the reality. The reality was I didn't know what they was talking about, and what they was bringing into the conversation was not even a part of the conversation. That's the reality. The reality was they had some unfinished business with someone else and not me, and then just took it out on me, so to speak. And then and that is what I found with holding grudges, that it's almost like carrying around shit. If you had a bag of shit, and this might sound ridiculous, but that's what it's like when you hold grudges. If you had a bag of shit and you was just carrying it around in your purse, nobody wants to be around you. You'll run every person that tries to get close to you, and you'll run them away because you carried around this bag of shit.
The problem is not carrying around the crap, is you didn't take the crap when you had the opportunity.
Huh?
It's the problem is not carrying around the crap, is you didn't take the crap. You didn't take a crap when you had the opportunity.
You didn't take the crap when you had the opportunity, you say?
You didn't use it when you had the opportunity. So now you got an upset stomach, and it's bubbling around, and it's still trying to get out. But every time the opportunity comes, when you supposed to direct wherever the feelings you have toward the right person, it goes all to the wrong people. So it's just.
Oh man, you saying some good stuff, but we can't hear you. I'm hoping that the audience can hear you, because I definitely can't. It's either breaking up or either volume very low.
Can you hear me now?
Can I hear you?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but it's like computerized, like we don't want to, like you underwater. But that was so good too. That's why I'm so frustrated with it. We'll have to just do another segment. This topic is worth doing more than one segment on anyway. And sometimes people don't get stuff until you have to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, because we as humans, we learn by repetition anyways very well. Um, we don't always get it the first time. But anyway, go ahead and we'll just, hopefully it's a possibility that maybe it might be just coming across iffy to me, but perhaps the audience can still hear you. But you were saying that it's not just that you um, carrying the crap around, but it's like you didn't take a shit when you should have, right?
Yes, yes. When you have the opportunity, you allow it to pass you by, and so the mixture of that raw emotion, and on top of that, you're frustrated that you missed out on the opportunity to say it. So you're like, you are cluttered with all this stuff, like uh, indigestion or something like that.
I can't hear you.
Yes, it's something like indigestion, or
Oh, you said it's something like indigestion?
yeah, it's how you can't go, but you want to go.
Right, right. You mean constipation?
Yes,
All right.
so that's how it feels when you have the opportunity to say what you feel, and you don't. On top of it, you're mad that you missed that opportunity. You have that feeling of constipation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, holding grudges is very similar to being constipated. And um people don't may not know it, but you can actually die from constipation if you don't ever move your bowels. And I know this sounds a bit gross or graphic, but it's the reality of the situation. And it's life shit, so real life shit. So if y'all grown people watching, you need to just grow the fuck up. But if you don't move your bowels, uh, then your body will become, your intestines will be filled with shit. And all the impurities and the stuff that comes out when you do move your bowels will be left inside of you. It will remain inside of you. So therefore, if those impurities are left inside of you and they were meant to come out of you, what then happens is they begin to pollute your body, you know. And the longer that they stay in there, this is why they have colonigens, where which is a colon cleansers, is because we have to, our body has to, when we take in food and stuff like that, and then our bodies process that food in our stomach cavities and in our intestines and stuff, you know, and it comes on out, all right, when we move our bowels and when we urinate, all right. So if we can't move our bowels, what happens is all of those impurities from the foods and stuff that we've taken in will then begin to pollute our bodies and such. So we have to really think about what it is that we're doing to ourselves, because people think about a lot of times, you know, they try to teach people about physical health and eating right and getting exercise, but they leave out the mental nutrition that a person needs. And this is why you can they'll say, um, we don't know the cause of death. This person was in perfect physical condition. We don't know the cause of death. This person was, they ate really well. They were vegetarian. So people think that if you're vegetarian, you're eating perfectly the way that we were designed to eat and stuff like that. And they got a lot of, they ran 2 miles every day and all this type of stuff, and then leave out the mental health. The mental health. You need mental health along with, I'm not saying you don't need to eat right. I'm not saying that you don't need to get exercise. But what I am saying is, even if you do those things, you can kill yourself with lack of mental health.
It's a triangle when you're dealing with a diet. A true diet is a triangle. Mentally,
Oh, we
it's
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
when you go on a diet, you should do the triangle, what I call the triangle diet.
A triangle diet, you say? Oh, your volume is so low. Please put your apparatus, whatever you're using, to tune in closer to your mouth, wherever you're.
I am.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, when I think of a diet, I call the triangle diet, which is spiritually, mentally, physically. Uh, uh,
Spiritually, mentally, and physically, you said.
yes, and they go in a triangle like form. And when you uh, properly diet all of them, you will have a whole diet. If you just go with mentally, it's you still a half a diet. If you just go physically, you still a half of a diet. You're not fully dieting when you're missing out on one or two of them. You gotta do all three of them when you go on a full diet. That way, you are able to get rid of a lot of clutter that's in the body. So basically, watch what you mentally take in, watch what you spiritually take in, watch what you physically take in, because they all have an effect to the body. And they're all separate, and all three of them are separate by themselves. They're not grouped together. They are separate by themselves. That's why they each should have a balance within each one. You got that?
I'm hoping that we got a good recording of it. Because it's very vital information, but it's not coming across very loud. I can barely hear you. It's kind of like mumbling on my side, but that may be just my computer. But I have it up as loud as it can go, so I don't know. Perhaps it's coming through to YouTube. The recording, it might be coming through just fine, but I can't hear you that well. But I heard enough to know that you gave us some good shit, about the triangle, talking about the triangle diet, and how if we and that we're spirit, the body, and I forgot what else you said.
And the mind.
And the mind. And so if we're missing one of those components, we still basically deprived in some manner. And so there's, you know, there's consequences that follow being not being nutrition in those uh particular areas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've given some really good pointers in this broadcast, and I really want to do some more in depth uh, um, conversations about this topic, because it definitely deems our attention. It's very vital to anyone's success in life, and it just might be the answer to somebody's prayer that may be wondering why they're experiencing failure. And it's very possible that them getting a reality check or uh, um, this dose of reality, so to speak, of what's really going on with them, it'll help them to understand and maybe apply some corrective behavior as a remedy to the issues that they're dealing with personally. Because we do have these sessions not just to run our mouths or to show how smart we are, but to relate to others information and understanding that has helped us live a better life. So I thank you for coming, Preciosa, and thank you for your contribution. As always, very wise. I was telling you all the time, you need to come on with them articles, because you're an amazing writer, and it'd be selfish of you not to share that wisdom with us every now and again. And so we appreciate you coming on the broadcast, and we'll be having another reality check. We hope you tune in. But in the meantime, in between time, keep it real or take your ass back to fantasy land.